Hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at lesson 2D. This is part of the series French from Scratch for Beginners. Today we're going to look at le pluriel des noms, in English plural nouns. Le pluriel des noms, which is plural nouns. The reference is page 37 to 42 in the manual. Let's start with le nombre. Le nombre is the number in English. We've got deux nombres en français, two number in English. It is no different. English has two as well, singular and plural. In French, it is singulier et le pluriel. For example, if we say un enfant, enfant is singular because it refers to only one being. Une maison, the name maison is singular because it points to only one thing. Now, we are saying here un nom est au pluriel, so the name is plural when it refers to more than one. Example, des enfants. You see the S here, it denotes the plural. It is here in plural because it refers to more than one, several children. Des maisons, several houses, is also in plural because it refers to more than one. Now, how do we form plural nouns in French? La formation du pluriel des noms. So we follow the general rule here. We add an S to singular nouns to have the plural form. Une école, école. You see here, une is singular, école, there is no S. Then what we do is we add an S to it. So this is an elementary rule. You add an S to have the plural. Une fille, to have the plural, we add an S to fille, des filles. But be careful, names ending, singular names ending in S, X, or Z do not change in plural. Okay? Ending in S, X, or Z do not change in plural. La souris, noix, le nez. Notice that it already ends in S in its singular form. Noix also, and le nez also. Now, the plural remains the same. The only difference is, and we will explain that later, la becomes les. La noix becomes les noix. Le nez becomes le nez. Okay? But S, X, and Z do not change. Le pluriel des noms terminé par AU, EU, plural nouns ending in AU and EU, in singular, they take an X in plural. So let me recap. Nouns ending in AU and EU in their singular form take an X to have their plural form. So un oiseau, you see here, AU, becomes des oiseaux. You add an X. Here is your X. Un bateau, AU, becomes des bateaux. You add your X. Lieu, EU, which we said here, names ending in EU, it takes an X, des lieux. Now, do you know what that means? Des oiseaux, des bateaux, des lieux? Check it out. Open your dictionary and enter this name and see what it means. Exception, of course, we have un long deux. They do not take an X because they are the exception to the rules, although they end in AU, just like these ones here, but they take an S. Un bleu becomes des bleus. Un nœud, des pneus becomes, you just add your S here. They do not take the X. Plural nouns ending in AL. Alors, le pluriel des noms terminés par AL. Au singulier, les noms terminés par AL, you change AL into AUX, and there you go, you have your plural. So singular nouns ending in AL, you simply change AL into AUX, and you have your plural form. For example, un canal, you drop the AL and you replace it by AUX. Un canal, des canaux. Cheval, here we go again, you drop the AL and you add AUX. So what do you have? Des chevaux. So you might say, like we talked earlier, CAN and CHEV here are the roots. They do not change. The ending changes. AL, they change, and that's how you have AUX replacing the endings. So un canal becomes des canaux, un cheval becomes des chevaux. Of course, exceptions. Un bal, although it ends in AL, you would think, according to the rules, it should be AUX. But no, it is not. It is the exception to the rule. Un cal, des cals. Here you go. This is a list here. I don't expect you to know all the rules, but I do expect you to remember that there may be some exception to this rule. Let me verify. It is very important. You're not going to remember all of these rules. It takes time, and even after many years of learning French, you still will need to double check. That much I am sure. Up next, plural nouns ending in OU. Le pluriel des noms terminé par OU. Alors, pour former le pluriel des noms en OU, suivez la règle générale en ajoutant un S au nom singulier. What it simply says, to have the plural of nouns ending in OU, simply follows a general rule, add an S to the singular noun. So, un sou, you add an S, it becomes des sous. Un trou, you add an S, it becomes des trous. Of course, now it's a reverse. Exception, bijou, although it ends in OU, you do not add an S, you add an X. So, bijou, caillou, chou, genou, hibou, joujou, pou, they do not take an S, although they end in OU. They are the exception to the rule, they take an X. Plural nouns ending in AIL, in French, le pluriel des noms terminé par AIL. In this case here, it is simply follow the general rule, meaning singular nouns ending in AIL, to have its plural form, add an S. This is an elementary rule again. Un détail, un portail, you add an S to the singular, and there you go, you have your plural. Des détails, des portails. But there are exceptions. Look at the exceptions. Bail, corail, émail, soupirail, travail, ventail, vitrail. Although they end in AIL, they do not take an S. Why? Because they are the exceptions. They take AUX. So look at all that here. Just follow that and you'll be okay. Once again, I don't expect you to remember all of these exceptions, but I do expect you to remember, hey, this is French. There may be some exceptions to the rule. Let's check it out. And so, folks, this brings us to the end of nouns. We have looked at all the aspects that you need to know about nouns, starting from lesson A, B, C, and ending with D, which is this one. If you find value, or if you have learned at least a minimum amount of French, please like and subscribe. Next lesson, we're going to look at articles. Okay? Les articles en français. In the manual, they are found on page 46 to 65. Once again, here is the manual. Important, it's for the Anglophone student learning French. And here is the book. It is available on Amazon.com, and just about any reference material that we use in this series and future series will be from the book. I think that's it for now. So in the event you want to read up on articles before the next lesson, before we meet again, please have a look at page 46 to 65. And if you've got any questions, Leave a comments below and I will try and give you an answer as soon as I can. Thank you, and until I see you again, take care. Bye for now.